Good morning everyone, this is Multi-Game Master 1 and welcome back to my 100% Let's Play of Pikmin. Yesterday we pretty much went through a tutorial throughout the whole entire game as to how we can pretty much just do stuff in this game, and today we're going to explore the Forest of Hope. But before I do, I want to tell you guys some things. You see the monitor right before you with a logo underneath it labeled parts in the area? The stars that you can see, they're going to tell you how many parts are located in the area. So yesterday we found the ship's engine, the very first part of Almar's ship, the Dolphin, the SS Dolphin, in the area. However, there is one more part to go after in the area, but we're not going to be able to get to it just yet, so we'll come back to it some other time. Right now we just want to go to the Forest of Hope, and as we can see there are a total of 8 parts to be found in the area, so let's go ahead and explore the region. So here we go. Our first expedition in the Forest of Hope. And we have a successful touchdown with the SS Dolphin and the Pikmin's Onion. My Dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's Onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the Onion. All I need to do is stand in the light beneath the Onion and press A. And we're going to do that right now. Haul our Pikmin out, all 25 of them. And now let's go ahead and get this expedition underway. And the first thing I'm going to do is to attack all of these pellet posies and get the seeds that come out of them. And here's another one right here. This one is yellow. You may have noticed in the tutorial that if you take the colored seed to the same colored onion, that the amount of Pikmin that you get from the seed itself doubles. However, if 2 different colors are mixed in, we'll say for instance that you took the yellow seed to the red Pikmin onion, that population would just remain the same as 1. So be sure to take the same colored seed to the same color onion, so that way you'll be able to either double or keep the population without it being cut in half. Anyway, right now we want to have these red Pikmin destroy this barrier that lies before us, and it takes a while for this to occur. And I actually forgot to take care of one thing before I actually tear it down. Well, I'm just gonna have them take down the wall real quick, and then we'll get right to it. Okay, so after a while they've successfully taken down the wall, and now if we come to this pile of grass over here, the Pikmin are going to start plucking it for something. I wonder what it is that they're trying to find. Okay, so they haven't found the thing. Let's try this one over here. They should be getting something soon. And here we have some kind of yellow liquid, which is actually nectar for the Pikmin. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths and peculiarities of these flower Pikmin. So as we can see, as the Pikmin drink the nectar, they will mature into flowers. And this is pretty handy because it can boost their speed, which can save you a lot of time. And right over there we have an enemy that's known as a Bulbor, and it's pretty easy to defeat. You can either have the Pikmin swarm it in order to defeat it, or you can simply just launch one on its back and it'll instantly die. So yeah, pretty simple. And we have a larger species of a Bulbor over there. And I know some Pikmin seeds have sprouted already, but I will get those in a second. I just want to get all of these seeds right here. And this one up here as well. Okay, let's have one more carry it. Don't feel sad, Pikmin, you'll carry something. Now we have some more seeds right here. Now let's head back in. Oh, you guys just heard a dinghy noise. I'll get to it as soon as Almar talks more about it. Right now, let's just go ahead and pluck these seeds, because we have a lot of them that have already sprouted. And as I said before, guys, you can pretty much just leave these seeds in the ground, so that way they'll be able to mature within time, but it takes a while. Besides, we have other means of, you know, just making the Pikmin mature. And that's the nectar that we saw. And let's see. Well, I guess I could have the Pikmin construct this bridge real quick. Actually, on second thought, it may be best if I get some more Pikmin before I come to this step. So, let's just get more of these Bulborbs over here. Oh yeah, one thing to know about the enemies devouring the Pikmin, you can save your Pikmin if you can defeat them in time before they're devoured. So try to save them as quickly as you can. Right here we have a large species of a Bulborb. I'll get to that in just a moment. I just hope none of the Pikmin wake it up. And right there we have the first ship part, but like I said, I'll get to it in just a moment. Okay, so 7 Pikmin. I think this will be good enough to defeat the Bulborb. So this is a spotty Bulborb. That's a bigger species of a Bulborb, and what you want to do is to just launch the Pikmin on its back. You could have the Pikmin swarm him, but frontal assaults would result in disaster. Okay, here's Almor. Why, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. Okay, so as I was saying about the Bulborb, you could potentially swarm it with the Pikmin, but frontal assaults would be disastrous as the Pikmin would get devoured right away. So you could go for its back to avoid your Pikmin being digested. And of course, for the sake of this no-depth run, I'm just going to toss the Pikmin right at him. One thing you want to know about the enemies, as they shake the Pikmin off. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I was afraid I was going to lose the Pikmin there. Okay, so as I was saying, as the creature gets attacked by the Pikmin, it will constantly shake it off, just so that it can regain focus, I guess. So you just want to get your Pikmin off. If you don't, then the Pikmin will lose their maturity instantly. So be sure to take care around the enemy. And of course, I think people may have seen this before, but occasionally when Pikmin are swarming enemies, they can instantly fall for a glitch and just go through the ground and basically just fall to their death. I've seen that happen numerous times when I was playing this my first time around. But I don't think that's the case for this playthrough. Anyway, Almar, my clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly. So, it is best for me to review my monitor's data. Across the top of my monitor are the sun meter and day display. At the bottom are my spacesuit damage meter and Pikmin gauges. From the left, these numbers reflect Pikmin under my command, Pikmin in the field, and total Pikmin, including those in onions. To adjust my monitor, I can press Z to rotate the camera, left and right on the control pad to zoom, and up on the control pad to change the viewpoint. I can also press the positive button to view a detailed computer analysis. So as you're navigating through this planet, you want to pay close attention to the sun meter on the top screen there. That's going to represent how much time that you have to explore areas such as the Forest of Hope, and you want to get as much as you can done before sundown. And once sundown approaches, that's the day's end. Alright, so plucking more of these Pikmin. And I'm actually going to display the health meter in just a moment. We'll give a demonstration about it. Okay, so we have our 94 Pikmin. Let's move right along. And I think first I'm gonna have the Pikmin build this bridge over here. I just hope that none of them fall in the water. Of course, that too I will show a demonstration of as well. Okay, so the health meter. The health meter is pretty much full right now, but you can occasionally take damage from hostile enemy bugs such as this. And I'm just going to give a demonstration. Right now you can see there that I took damage, but it won't be a problem because you can replenish your health. And I'm just gonna have the Pikmin get these seeds over here before I actually give out a demonstration. These pellet posies are pretty much random. And you just want to pretty much time it carefully in order to get the seed that you want. And I seem to be missing a Pikmin. Where'd it go? Oh wait, is it back at the start? No, it's not back at the start. Where's that Pikmin? Maybe if I check the map real quick. Oh wait, we can't check the map because we don't have that one important piece. Well, I'm sure we'll come across it. Let's just get this piece for now. I sure hope that Pikmin out there is okay. I'm actually a bit concerned right now. Wait. Oh, there it is. I was starting to worry. Okay, so there's our next ship part. And sorry if the commentary was a bit quiet for a while. I was just a little bit concerned about my lost Pikmin. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. I have now recovered 2 of 30 parts. If I can find just 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. And displaying the health meter. If you stand within this beam of light and press A before Almar's ship, the SS Dolphin, he'll pretty much just give you an update as to the amount of progress that you've made so far. I have recovered 2 of 30 ship parts. Just 3 more parts will increase the Dolphin's capabilities. While confirming the ship's status, I have taken the opportunity to repair my spacesuit. So as you can see, the health is fully restored, and you pretty much can do it whenever you take damage. And so yeah, that's pretty much how you can restore your health. So let's see what to do next. I think I'll have the Pikmin take down this gate real quick. And as we can see, the sun meter is on the very close to reaching the far right of the meter, which means time is running out, so I really don't have a whole lot left to do. Go Pikmin go, bust down that wall. And about the ship parts, the more ship parts you pick up, the more the Dolphin will have the capabilities of navigating through the planet. Alright, let's see. We seem to have another enemy right here. I'll go ahead and take care of it. No, Pikmin, come back. Oh, that was a close one. One other thing to know about the small bow boards that you see, if they're constantly being threatened by Pikmin, it will wake up its parent, so you want to be very careful. And let me see, what else? I guess I could go ahead and defeat this Bulborb here, because I really don't want it eating Pikmin, and plus it deserves to die. Using this method of attacking the enemies takes a while, yes, but it's worth it if you don't plan on losing Pikmin. And I'm actually trying to do this very carefully. Control is a bit shaky. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and take these enemies back, and I'm not gonna worry too much about the pellet posies. Unless, of course, if the Pikmin get its attention, or attracted by it. There should be one more spot. There we go. As you can see on the meter above the enemy or items such as the ship part, that represents the amount of Pikmin that you need in order to carry it back. But the more Pikmin you assign to it, the faster they'll be able to carry it back. And as we can see, it is almost sundown, so we really need to hurry up. My clock is indicating the approach of sunset. Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onions on their own, but if I don't call the stragglers and add them to my group, they may not be able to get back. I am sure that the Pikmin still planet are safe, but I am somewhat concerned about leaving Pikmin to fend for themselves in the darkness. And this I will also cover in a few minutes. Right now, let's just go ahead and have the Pikmin carry the remaining scraps to their onion. And we've made yet another important discovery. I have made yet another Pikmin related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin in the field, the onion stopped expelling seeds, yet the total number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there are 100 Pikmin in the field, subsequent seeds get stored inside the onion. Thus, no more than 100 Pikmin can be in the field at one time in any area. So you can have a total of 100 Pikmin out in the field, but you can't go past that. And I've actually forgot to show one thing. As you can see, the Pikmin can't really swim in the water, but you can call them back to get them back to your side again. And if you want to save your Pikmin, you have to do it before they drown. And if they drown, that's your first Pikmin loss. Or, well, maybe not first Pikmin loss, but that's one of the ways in which the Pikmin can die. Okay, so we have 10 seconds left. We have to hurry and gather our Pikmin. Fortunately, I was able to gather all of them. And this rock wall right here, it can't be destroyed by means of the Pikmin attacking it, but we're actually going to find a way to bring it down tomorrow. But now, the day has ended, and I don't think I lost a single Pikmin throughout the day. Of course, I was a little bit concerned when I lost that one Pikmin, but didn't realize that it was at the start. So at day's end, Olimar sends the Pikmin back to their onion, they climb aboard, and Olimar makes his escape as well by means on the SS Dolphin. And it may seem as though that we haven't made much progress during today, but at least we got one of the ship parts and boosted the Pikmin population. And we'll be able to do a whole lot more the next day. Oh, by the way, one thing to note about nightfall, you want to make sure that you gather all of your Pikmin by the time the sun has set. Otherwise, any Pikmin that you leave behind will fall victim to the darkness and be devoured by the enemy bugs, as you just saw a moment ago. Of course, I gathered all of my Pikmin, so yeah, I really didn't have to worry about Pikmin falling victim to those bugs in the dark. Anyway, 2 days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then I only have to press the positive button to locate my parts. Yet, there seem to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. Okay, so today we've made some progress with the Pikmin population, found one of the ship parts, and Oh, thank goodness, I didn't lose a single Pikmin as of yet. And with day 2 at an end, I think now would be a good time to call it a night. So tomorrow we're going to continue exploring the Forest of Hope in hopes of maybe finding some new species and more ship parts along the way. So until tomorrow, I'm Multi Game Master 1, thanks for watching and have a good night.